I see Bruce Lee, number 475, lining up for Amsterdam and on the jam line. Can't quite see for Albany.
It's number 19, Slam Shop.
Oh, you're good at that. You can can see that all the way from here. Slam Shop.
I got lucky, I think.
You got lucky. We are looking for our first lead, and it is going to be Bruce Lee for Amsterdam out in front. Slam Chop there is trying to pass to her pivot. That would be Dirty Shirley.
Bruce Lee there taking the edges and getting through the pack.
Off to a good start. Oh, and that is going to be a Slam Chop going to the box there.
Yes.
With the helmet cover. That's not a good start there for Albany.
So we have a power jam in favor of Amsterdam, and it's dangerous because we know that Bruce Lee is a very good jammer.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
Yes.
Bruce Lee on the outside. Yet Dirty Shirley couldn't stop her there. She gets to get back in front, puts another 5 more points on the board. We're up 15 points already there for Amsterdam. It's only the first jam, though. You never know what's going to happen for the rest of the game.
I always think that getting lead in the beginning makes you a little bit too
confident.
Too confident.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We're only here to tell you about it. We're not going to judge anything.
No.
I'm liking the colors. Just saying. Bruce Lee is doing it to a 20-point jam so far.
But she gets a penalty, and we have another power jam. Now, this time it is in favor of Albany. And she is stuck there behind that Amsterdam wall, who are doing defensively pretty well.
Yeah, they're just going to try and bring it, make it more and more difficult. Jammer taken back there by Major Knox.
Wow, nicely done there. But she went out to the blocker for Amsterdam, so Slam Chop could just pass her, and she got through the pack.
I was going to say, not enough time, unfortunately, for Albany to put any points on the board there for the first jam. 20-0. I'd say I always give it about 3, 4, or 5 jams to see how we're going to set the tone. Albany does start, though, however, with a power jam. That's a nice way to start a jam, absolutely.
And one of the players for Amsterdam in the box. That's always a good way to start a jam.
Yeah, the captain's going to have a little sit down. Bruce Lee coming back already. But will
nicely
Albany
anticipated
get in there?
by Albany.
That's Dottie Damage there, number 10, jamming for Albany. New players, new fresh players I don't know I have to get used to.
Yeah. So many faces we've never seen before. And it's lead for the Amsterdam jammer, Bruce Lee. She came out of the box and managed to pull through, being recycled there on the inside.
Dottie Damage is stuck in traffic with Panzer Pearl, Petit Carnage, and Major Knox there. I'm mentioning them since I know them well enough. 5 points there for Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, jammer as well for Team Netherlands.
Yes.
Quite a few players of Team Netherlands today. Maybe that makes it a bit more intimidating for Albany, I don't know. Albany have yet to score any points, but that's 31 points for Amsterdam at the moment.
Yes, that's a nice score to put on the board, especially if you think that Bruce Lee came out of the penalty box.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of work. I can tell you, though, that Amsterdam knows what it's like to be on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to guess that Albany as well. I had more information about Albany. I'll keep it for a little bit later.
Yes. Lead there for 2:06, Bonnie Bragger from Amsterdam. She's also a very quick and agile jammer. As you can see, pushing through, only one blocker ahead. Some offense there by Albany. And a star stash by the jammer from Albany that is, I
better
can't see.
Better off red.
Yeah. And she wears a red helmet. It's beautiful.
There you go. See, that's poetry. No, actually, that's Dirty Shirley. It's better off red that's in the box. So that's,
yes.
I'm sorry for being misleading there.
Oh.
Bonnie Bragger, though, calls off that jam.
But she has Better Off Red on her helmet.
Okay,
so
well, then that's who she is there.
that is very confusing for all of us.
It's okay. We will sort it out. Albany All Stars Roller Derby have lost their last 3 games, but it's not the best comparison. They've played against Philly Roller Derby, Block Party, the B team. Again, I'm sure that's a very strong team considering Philadelphia. They lost against the Hellions of Troy Roller Derby, that's from Saratoga Springs, upstate New York, and also lost against Hartford Area Roller Derby from Connecticut. But let's be very fair, we don't know the strength of those teams so much, and that's what makes Roller Derby interesting. It's a very different game sometimes in the United States.
If you read it like that, it
sounds
your
crazy.
heart goes out to the girls, and you hope that at least they win a couple of games here in Namur. Now, for the beginning of this game, we have Whipping Red Siren Jam in for Amsterdam. She is a newly transfer. She came from Rotterdam, where she was one of the founding mothers, but now she made a transfer to Amsterdam, which is very exciting for roller derby in the Netherlands, I believe.
Absolutely, very well put. It's her first tournament too. Like I said, we're just going to say first. A lot of first here, and that's why this game is exciting. Great jam there so far for Whippin' Red Siren. A lot of work there. We see Catherine Zeta Bones, number 132, with the star, also as pivot, trying to get out of the pack.
That was a hard hit.
Well, that's Major Knox. That's what she does. That's her job.
I've played her, so I know how it works.
Yeah, well, we practice together. Yeah. That is how that is going there.
Amsterdam is not going to give in. They did not obviously read the last games from Albany, and they are deciding that they want to play this game with a large amount of point differential between the two teams. The counter is now on 70 points for Amsterdam, and the jammer for Albany passed. It's the pivot who has a star in hand. Yeah, good one there. That means Catherine Zeta Bones got out, but not enough time to really do anything about it. Amsterdam very much hard in the lead at the moment with 74 points. Albany have yet to score any points. And like I said, the comparison is actually not really fair. We can compare European teams. Yes. We've got a UK team here this weekend. We've got the Royal Windsor Roller Girls. And of course, they're have a UK RDA rating, which is something you don't have in Belgium and we don't have in the Netherlands yet. I was just stating some facts, but no may trying to be discouraging. No, Amsterdam have won their last 3 games. It's not always like that, but so far, let's have a look at what's going on here. Bruce Lee's doing the rounds. Yes, and Bruce Lee is a jammer that you can know by the way that she smiles every time that she passes. She made that impression on me last time when I saw her jam for Team Netherlands, which made her seem very sympathetic, which she probably is, but I don't know her in person. She's one of our coaches for the B team, so yeah. Let's have a look at Albany. Albany, we need to give them a little bit more attention. They're, again, trying to go for a star pass, which looks very difficult. It's not quite going to work out there, Slam Chop. So Slam Chop is being attacked there by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's like, no. Some jammer on jammer action. But Slam Chop manages to stay inbounds, jukes the jammer. And then we just want to see those no points for Albany. I'm just cheering for them. I want to see some first points there. Yeah, my heart goes out to those girls. They came all the way from America. They probably are jet lagged. Oh, they're not finished. They have Namur to play later on today at 3:30. We'll get into that, and of course they'll be here as well this afternoon. This is Amsterdam's first game of the day. It's also Albany's first game of the day. It's your first game of the day, too. Yes, it is my first game of the day. We all had early mornings, I think. See, I told you the word first was going to come up like 50 million times. I warned you. Yes. We are back on track now, and it is Bonnie Bragger picking up the lead for Amsterdam. But I want to see what's going on there with Albany. It's number 30 jamming. It's Dirty Shirley. We haven't seen her jam before, so let's see what happens. She's there pushing that 2-wall for Amsterdam. Nice offense there by Explosive Daria. She gets a penalty for it. It was a back block, as you could see. And she got through. Nice. Yeah, that is good. She is out. So let's just keep a look on the Albany jammer. And no, we've run down the jam clock. Yeah, we could have been watching that too, but keep you in suspense. We only have 2 eyes. That's all good. So.
Yeah, I was told I had 4 this morning, but we were joking around a little bit. No,
okay.
no. That between the two of us, 2 people, there's 4 eyes.
Yeah.
And then I explained that calling someone 4 eyes. It doesn't matter. I love my glasses. I don't care.
Yeah, I should have brought mine.
And you should have brought
yours.
yours. See, we're gonna do what we can with that. Amsterdam still out in front with 95 points at the minute. No points for Albany.
Strong. They're pushing all the Albany wall out of play there by Whippin' Red Siren. She's known for her strength. She is an extremely strong jammer.
Yeah, she's a barging jammer. Also, an announcer will be working with, hey, there's a star pass.
Yes.
I am looking for, how are they going to do it? Star Striker has the star at the moment. In her hand, though, however, still the pivots. Oh, and she's being swarmed by anything pink there on the track. Anything pink on the track that's not a jammer is right now trying to stop that Star Striker getting
trying
through.
For the edges, but being pushed out and being recycled all the way back.
Yeah, it's Delay Drama getting in there for Amsterdam. Oh, it's going to cost someone something?
I think it was a back block for the
no.
pivot, who is also the jammer. That is unfortunate.
That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. And now Amsterdam can keep going on unhindered. Has already passed the 100 mark. Is at 115 points. But
and Whippin' Red Siren does not care at all. She just passes right through, seemingly effortless, because the offense for Amsterdam works so nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
They swarm that wall for Albany, but she is hit out by number 2, Explosive Daria.
Actually, everyone who was on that last jam is Team Netherlands. So I think everyone is here. I'm not going to say except there's a few people. I'd like to just say as well, for the people from Amsterdam who are watching this too as well, a Manic Panic is not on the roster. I'm going to read the roster for Amsterdam really quickly. 045 Panzer Pearl is out there. 10 Whippin' Red Siren. 105 Ferocious. 1212 Major Knox. 1998 Devious Dewi is there. 20 Petit Carnage. 206 Boney Bragger. 23 Delay Drama. 475 Bruce Lee. And 82 Party Sparkle from Hell is there as well. Manic Panic was number 2, was supposed to join them. Her ribs are not doing well, she told me, so she's going to take it easy. She's also someone who's very, very smart, knows to take care of herself, and she's going to see how she feels for the second game.
It's very important. You need your rib cage, at least, for playing derby.
Best thing I heard today, you need your rib cage. Yeah, yeah. Actually, no, getting a rib injury, you get one of those tough ones. But again, I trust the team. There's other people from. There's a total of 18 players then rostered for Amsterdam that are here too as well. That's a lot of talk about Amsterdam. In the next break that we have caused by Team Out, I'm going to tell you a bit more about the Albany All Stars. Been reading up on them. They have some interesting facts about them as well. I'm going to save them up a little bit. And we are going to get back on track.
We are starting with a frozen jammer in the penalty box for Albany, and then we have a power jam situation or a power start for Amsterdam.
Right, Star Striker number 69 waiting to get back to the track for Albany.
2 people there for Amsterdam creating chaos in that wall. Nicely hit out by number 8.
That's DZ Deviant. Yeah, I saw that too. That was good. I like that.
Yeah, nicely recycled.
More of that.
Yes. Should watch out though, because Bruce Lee Knight likes the speed and takes all the momentum.
Yep, we train on that.
Get through. Yeah.
Yep, we train on that, and they know what they're doing.
Ferocious there, working that pivot so that there cannot be a star pass. I have the idea that Albany is not playing with set jammers.
That's entirely possible. You can find out a little bit more later today for tomorrow, I can tell you. For now, I'm just having a good look at who these wonderful people are that came so far to play. And still, sadly, and it's breaking my heart a little bit, have not scored any points yet. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Amsterdam knows what it's like to be on their CV in this. I'm telling you this, of course, because I'm also part of the league. But I just want to know more about Albany, the team in blue. How are they going to get in there and score some points against what's obviously a very strong opponent for them at the minute?
Well, I don't know with what idea they came to Europe.
Cheese,
I hope
cheese and waffles. And
probably. I hope so.
I came with
Chocolate,
French fries with sauce andalouse. That is Bonnie Bragger. She's like, do I have the lead? Oh.
yes. And she really saw very nicely that she had passed Dirty Shirley,
yeah.
and that she also went out because she fell, and then sometimes you can't see, but then she passed her in front. Ooh.
Very aware jammer. Oh, and then the cleanup on aisle 2 there.
Yeah.
That was a bit tough hits there for everyone there for Dottie Damage and Frizzle.
And 101 is taking herself out of the play. She has a bit of a neck issue.
Just to take care of herself.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
She should. And then we have still the lead for Amsterdam, who now has a power jam because a cutting the track penalty for the I want to say Albanian, but it's not
damage.
right. Jammer.
Yeah, Albanian. No.
I was looking for the word.
Just no.
Like
American.
Someone from Albany.
It's called is an American.
The American jammer.
American jammer. Albany is the capital of the state of New York. For anyone who doesn't know, I've been there many times.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's not far from where I originally come from. Anyways,
okay.
Albany, no, not the country. Please,
No.
let's not make that. We've enough of that. That's something I'm sure they're not even used to hearing. The New Yorkers, you can call them New Yorkers.
I
if you
should,
want.
yeah. Well, I'm
upstate
just used
New
to
Yorkers.
calling them with like a certain word, and then
Amsterdam,
another penalty
Amsterdammers.
for the jammer for Albany.
Yeah, that's not good news there for Dottie Damage. That was a really tough jam.
Yes.
We talked about it with the first game. We had Madrid playing the quads. Madrid got into the quads head, and now it's safe to say that Albany is their headspace is getting a little bit bothered as well. But I can tell you, if there's one thing we know about any American, they are going to get in there and they're going to show us what they're made of.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
This is a jam to remember because it might be a record jam for this tournament. 30-0 for Amsterdam, which is worth remembering. And then we have on the jammer line number 10, Whippin' Red Siren, who easily seems to get through the wall for Albany. Albany is, of course, having a power jam against, which is not the situation they want to be.
Amsterdam was busy getting a goat there in the back to keep the pack. However, Albany crash and carry, trying to move people out of the way, but that is not happening right now. And Whippin' Red Siren keeps going. I want points, Albany. Let's get some points there on the board.
So maybe it's Dottie Damage who will get that done. She is working her way back because she is being recycled by the Amsterdam players. Oh, unfortunately, 1 foot out of the line, and then she, of course, has to go back. That would have been a nice way to go through. And again, hit out. There is nothing more, I think, heartbreaking than to see a jammer being recycled all the time. It makes my heart bleed a little. And she's through. Pivot. And we have a star pass going through 1-3-2, which is Catherine Zeta Bones. And she got yes.
I know, you got excited.
I don't know how many, but there were some.
No, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it.
She herself thinks
Hang
3,
on.
so maybe. Yes.
We're waiting for it. Did Albany put the first points on the board? We're waiting for the jam ref to give us an indication. And it's 2 points.
Oh, yes. Congratulations, Albany. The crowd is feeling with them. They're cheering them on. They did a great job.
Good one.
Good one. And they are starting with 2 opposing blockers in the penalty box. And
we got excited.
I got excited.
No, you did. Bruce Lee, though, picks up the lead. That is actually, 3 points on the board.
Yes.
Much to the delight of the Albany crowd. All the crowd here is taken for Albany. That's a good reason. Bruce Lee coming in on the outside, calls off the jam.
Has to call it off because Slytherin was so close. It's the first time I see her jam.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. We mentioned it for the first time.
Yes.
So like you said, and well spotted, I know Amsterdam has a pretty set jammer rotation. That's not the case with Albany, but then they're just going to see what works, and I think that's probably the best strategy, to just adapt.
They are probably seeing which jammer matches those walls for Amsterdam the best. I think that is not a bad strategy. We have lead for 206 Bony Braggers skating around.
206, bones in your body, Bony Bragger. There's
Really?
more to it as well.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, an adult person has 206 bones in their body, hence the name.
Do you have more than when you are a child?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
no, you have less than when you're a child, because they fuse. Keep that for the pub quiz. That we've got Dirty Shirley really working hard on those star passes.
There was a star pass to number 30 for Albany.
Yeah, Dirty Shirley is what I was looking at. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yes.
And she's through. I was looking at Davies Davy giving her the business there in the front. They got distracted by another Albany player. That's also a good tactic. And she's through.
And making Bony Braggers have to call it off.
Yeah.
We're looking at a point differential for 200 points. That's
easy announcer math.
Yeah. I only do it when it's easy. I'm not counting when it's hard because I can't count at all.
I have someone called Meneer de Vries, and that's my accountant, and that's the only accounting goes done over there. Again, I hope both people from Amsterdam and from New York State are watching this. It's a premiere here in the lovely city of Namur, here at Skate Around, the first edition, having these two teams play against each other. Nicely
stayed inbounds there by Whippin' Red Siren, who passed through the inside, manages to stay on her toe stops right before the line. Oh, ow.
Yeah, that was a serious takeout there, but she can take it. That's the nice part. That's number 19, Slam Chop. Has been one of the few jammers coming back on the rotation.
Yes. And some offense there done by her teammate. Some one-on-one action. And a cutting the track penalty. I saw her slide out with 1 foot on the outside.
No fun.
No fun at all.
No fun. Power jam then for Amsterdam.
Yes.
And that's your Whippin' Red Siren, like, keep going, keep going. Yeah, I can imagine the coach. Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
That's usually what he says. I got
She
this.
was smiling.
No, she smiles a lot too.
Yeah, well, she's a happy person.
And here we go. We're going to have a call off, so we're going to have another start up in the box. We can put a different jammer.
And we also freeze the jammer in the penalty box. It's an official review. They're called by I want to say Albany.
The ladies in blue.
The ladies in blue.
Albany it is, yeah.
Yes, and their captain is also skating to the inside. That is Star Striker. We've seen her play.
Number 69, yeah.
Yes. We've seen her jam. We've seen her be pivot. We've seen her be a blocker.
She does a lot of great things.
The girls from Albany do it all.
I'm going to, and they do have to do that too. Let me just have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13 players then for Albany.
Almost a full
Amsterdam
roster.
yeah, exactly. And a lot less for Amsterdam. But let me tell you, Amsterdam, for all the reasons, used to skating with a lot less people.
Yes.
There's only 10 people on the Amsterdam side. That may change later on today and tomorrow.
It's the same for Antwerp.
I was going to say that you guys are well known for not too many, yeah. You guys
are now playing with a full roster for
like
the
a miracle.
first time, I think, in ever.
Albany, I want to talk a little bit more about them because they deserve a little bit more love. Just
since
for having
they came
come so far.
Yeah,
see, great minds think alike. It's quite funny. I'm going to tell you, they were founded in 2006, and the Albany All Stars Roller Derby joined the WFTDA Apprentice Program in October 2013. They became a full WFTDA member. Oh, we're getting information about the official review. Okay, we have the official review. I just want to finish my sentence. I was going to say they became a full WFTDA member in 2014. Why am I telling you this? Because exactly the same dates as Amsterdam. Amsterdam was also an apprentice in October 2013 and a full WFTDA member in December 14. Coincidence. Interesting.
Who knows?
You got the information from the official review?
The official review was because of what seemed to be a cutting the track penalty for Albany, for the jammer from Amsterdam, the cutting the track penalty on the outside. But they did not win that.
Yeah, they don't retain. They didn't win
the
that.
call stands, and they lose their official review for this half.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. Back on track then.
Bruce Lee making the most of this power jam, passing on the outside, pushing that wall. Again, Amsterdam chooses to select a goat, which makes that Bruce Lee does not have to battle the full wall from Albany.
The full wall of Albany. That sounds like a good tourist attraction, but in a good way. Eh? One of the good ones.
Yes.
That's tough work there by Slam Chop. Slam Chop is one of the jammers been doing quite a lot of the work, and that's only when they don't have to do or have not decided to do a star pass.
Being recycled there to the back. I told you before, it makes your heart bleed seeing the jammer being recycled all the way back.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. But just pretend it's not you.
Yeah.
I
do every day.
Say. I realize
yes,
that
a successful star pass there to number 2, Explosive Daria, putting on the cover and
taking both of them off afterwards.
Yes.
Now,
skating another full round, because why not?
Yeah, that was tough. Again, just trying to get out their star passes a bit earlier, but Amsterdam's defense is just all over Albany too as well. Yeah. And these two teams, I have to tell you, and I talked a little bit earlier to the co-captain, the Ferocious 105. People might know her quite well for all the reasons, including
I've heard
being
that she is one of the founding mothers for Amsterdam. No?
She's one of the oldest players. Our founding mother was Lillian Starrenberg. Ferocious has been around, but I can tell you she's maybe more and more known not only for her skating and for her all the energy she puts into Derby, but she's also the very first European WFTDA WFTDA member.
Oh.
And then if that's not enough, Taco Cat, who is a transfer from the United States to our team in Amsterdam, is also a WFTDA board member. So it's like too much of good things, as you say in Dutch. But that's just one of those, not coincidences, but just one of the things that happens in life.
I love how the players from Amsterdam and the players from Albany are making friends on the jammer line.
I'm convinced that they have a lot to talk about.
I love roller derby for that. Just that alone.
That's how I met you, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of a really funny one, actually. I met you. I was like, hey, that's Knickmops. I think I need to talk to her later on. That's exactly. I was staring at the back of you.
Well, it is my better part.
Oh, there you go. Hey, let's get back to the... look at that.
Quick lead for Boucherie Braggers. And we have jamming. Ooh, nice.
That is Dottie Damage.
Yes.
Dottie Damage, yeah. I've been looking at her well. She had a rough one of it. Finally gets the lead, finally gets out. Just can't get to the pack, though, because that is just called off.
Excuse me.
No, it's okay. A little bit frustrating.
I have a bit of a cold.
Yeah,
sorry.
I had one somewhere this week, and then I just kind of woke up. No, a lot of announcing and walking around in the rain.
Yeah. We played a tournament last week, so I have a little bit of sleep.
Deprivation, yeah. Everyone played a tournament last week. I'm sorry.
I think so.
It's all right. Don't care. No, I'm kidding.
Quick lead there by Whippin' Red Siren. And the jammer for Albany being stuck behind the tripod from Amsterdam.
By the way, for Albany as well, on the list of first, because it's a really long one, it's going to be the first time playing any of the teams here today. That's not the case with Amsterdam. Amsterdam has played Madrid before at West Track Story and has also played Namur many times over the years. That is going to be an interesting matchup later on today at 7:30. I just want more points, Albany. You had 3 points. You very much deserve to put more points on the board.
They're fighting for it. Better Off Red has taken off her cover and is doing a successful star pass to number 30.
Dirty Shirley.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm too bad with the numbers and the players.
Numbers are good.
Yeah.
Just leave it to me. Dirty Shirley it is.
And she makes sure that the Amsterdam jammer has to call it off because she came too close to the pack. There is a forearms penalty called for an Amsterdam player.
Yeah, that's Panzerpearl.
Which makes 3 players for Amsterdam on the jammer line, a full wall for Albany. A lot of things can be said about this game, but one of the things is mainly that there are very few penalties called. Albany is playing a really clean game.
That's good for them.
Yes.
They need that right now. They can't use
Yep.
any more disadvantages.
Yes.
Bruce Lee picks up the lead then for Amsterdam. How is it for Albany? Oh, that's going to be. See, as soon as you said penalty, someone goes to the box. You got to watch out.
I should not do that.
That's the announcer curse.
Yes.
That's number 2 explosive Daria is going to have a sit down. That means 1 blocker down then for Albany. And another star pass there in progress, but Amsterdam is expecting these star passes. What did you see with your O there?
I thought she was going to make a cutting the track penalty, but then number 23 got a forearms penalty, so Slam Chop did not get a cutting the track penalty, which is good for her.
Slam Chop's having a good one there.
Yes.
It's a name we're going to hear a lot this weekend too as well.
She is the one who is always, I think, the only player from Albany who's a set jammer. I don't think I've seen her block.
No, not so much.
Except for when she gives a star pass.
Let's be fair, though. I mean, we saw Dirty Shirley do a lot of different things there as well. Star
Yes.
Striker obviously has some good experience there. Better Off Red trying some fun stuff too as well. And I really enjoyed very low key in her own way, because I'm a blocker. I like looking at blockers.
Yes.
Crash and Carry is working for me too as well. She just stands in people's way as a rock, and I think that's a really good strategy as well.
The
Yeah,
best thing to do.
playing the rock, yeah. That's going to be a tough one, though. Bonnie Bragger picking up the lead then for Amsterdam. And let's have a look again at the star pass.
Nice cover, nice offense there done by Frizzle, and she is also pushing her way past. But she gets a cutting the track penalty. I did see that. She put her first wheels over the line. She probably didn't feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Again, it's gameplay.
Yes.
Sadly enough, that is well good for Amsterdam. Of course, that's going to mean power jump for them.
Yes.
We're ready. We have 3 minutes left here in the second half, and it's safe to say the tone has been set for this first half. So hopefully something will change there for Albany to get a little bit more back in the game for the second half.
Yes. I hope they at least have another round of points. Somewhere around that.
I want a round of points. It's like a round of beer, but then with points, right?
I give it to them. I want to give it to them.
Busy box there for the moment there for Albany.
Offense there done by Albany.
Yeah, all we have to do is look at star passes, to be honest, from Albany, because that's what they're going to need to try and get their jammers through.
But then they do have to put a pivot on the. Oh yeah, but Frizzle was the pivot.
Frizzle pivot. She's now the jammer.
Nice.
That's been done.
Whoa.
We've done that. Yeah. Oh, Petit Carnage giving Dottie damage the business.
I've heard that the floor is very slippery, so maybe
it is.
Check
I've
the
played
wheels.
here before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good floor to play on, though, but it does slip. People fall not of their own accord, but we're all used to that, us veteran people.
Nicely done there.
Telling you, that was Dirty Shirley. She's got some pizzazz in there too.
Yeah,
and Boney thought it was good too. I can tell. Look, her bum hurts. I can tell. She went, "How's a hit?" she can get that. She's got that kind of debonair, like, yeah, fine, whatever. What do we've got? We've got team. No, we've got an official review or team timeout. Official review.
Official review asked by Amsterdam, but I don't think they will actually.
We will have I'm sorry about that. We will have someone coming tell us. I realized I was halfway through a sentence when I realized someone came tell us about the official review, but the official review is more important than what I had to say. I was just trying to keep you all informed there and show you that we did our homework a little bit on the teams, despite everything, despite all the training and all the things we have to do somewhere in between the rest of the derby getting in the way of derby kind of thing.
Yeah, derby and on top of derby, and then another piece of derby, and then.
Yeah. I had started, but I'll finish it. Amsterdam Roller Derby played Roller Derby Madrid at West Track Story in Nantes in April of 2016. And the B team, Amsterdam's B team, the Bad Girls that I play with, have played against L'Équade de Paris Roller Derby. La Boucherie, that was the other bit of information.
So not the B team from
No, Amsterdam's
Paris.
B team played Paris. Yeah. But the A team has never played this A team. So that's going to be
yes.
a first, because that's the magic word for today with
Yes.
these two teams. After this game, though, however, we're going to see something a little bit different. I'm looking forward to. We'll have Madrid Roller Derby. We'll be playing the Royal Windsor Derby Girls. That's going to be at Royal Windsor Roller Girls, forgive me, at 1 o'clock. So that's a Spanish team against a UK team. And then after that, again, at 3:30, we'll have Albany back for a second game, and they'll be taking it up against Namur Roller Girls. That's going to be a nice, fun local fight as well.
Yes.
For
We'll see what happens. We've been Red Siren now, managing to pass 2 times, scoring the full 5 points. Start pass there done by Better Off Reds 2, number 132 for Albany.
Yeah, that's Catherine Zeta-Bones.
And she gets a cutting the track penalty, so she is sent to the penalty box, which gives a power jam to Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's going to be then a little bit easier, obviously, for Whippin' Red Sign doing the rounds. Being pointed at by Dire Wolf,
Yes.
who first time doing the WFTDA championships in Pittsburgh
No,
last
he
weekend.
wasn't reffing there. But
He wasn't reffing there. He went there. Okay, he went there. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's everywhere though. He's from
Yes.
your neck of the woods, Flanders.
He's
Flemish.
He's a ref to watch out for, because he
Yes.
is probably the most impressive ref we have in Belgium.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it.
All
Whippin',
fangirling over Direwolf.
he's lovely. He helps us out with the
Yes.
rules. Tons of great people this weekend. Without all the NSOs and refs that are here, all the energy they've put into it, there would be no roller derby. That's 132 out in front, Catherine Zeta-Bones. But she's just still, she's getting it from Party Sparkle.
2 blockers in the box for Amsterdam, 1 blocker in the box for Albany, which makes offense hard work. So no offense there. And then Whippin' Red Siren did have a little bit more trouble with the wall for Albany.
That's Dirty Shirley on the line for Albany. Bruce Lee for Amsterdam. Amsterdam picks up the lead again. Dirty Shirley being recycled by Ferocious. Dirty Shirley on the outside and gets out of the pack. Oh, Ferocious is not going to let that happen too easily, though. Dirty Shirley is out. Very happy there for Albany. Strong start here in the second half. And that was, unfortunately, no points, though, for Albany. Or will there be points? We're still looking. 4 points for Amsterdam, for sure. No, Albany still is at 3 points for now. Any point they're going to win is just going to make everyone happy here. 2 blockers in the box start for Albany. And that's Dottie Damage in the back. The lead is for Boney Bragger. Boney Bragger, though, has to go all the way back to the pack. Dottie Damage is out of the pack. That is 2 good jump starts, though, for Albany. And it avoids them having to do these very complicated star passes that have not really been very successful. Well, the passes themselves, yes, but they have not borne any points. Let's keep it poetic like that. So maybe we've changed up our routine there. Seeing some different jammers. For Amsterdam, they're going to stay on the same kind of rotation. Whippin' Red Siren for Amsterdam on the inside. And that is going to be Slam Chop, who is going to go for a stash. Just wants to get out of that pack, out of the sea of pink. And Chaos may actually pay off for that. That's going to be Panzer Pearl and friends for Amsterdam, trying to stop Slam Chop from getting a stash out or even a pass or whatever she wanted to do. But she's out of the pack. Excellent work there by Albany. Amsterdam skate with one blocker in the box. And that's going to be joined by Rook and Roll, number 73 from Albany, also in the box. So we're going to have 3-on-3 in this next jam. Both jammers still in their respective packs. Nope, Bruce Lee on the outside. Picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Dirty Shirley trying to stash. Gets recycled by Amsterdam. Has not gained much ground since the beginning of this jam. That's not going to stop them though. Albany did not come all the way here to just try. They are going to put their all into it, and that's absolutely what they've been doing. No points, no initial pass done there for Albany, and 5 more points in that last scoring pass then for Amsterdam. Amsterdam very much out in front with 334 points. Albany still with those lonely 3 points. And I think a lot of us want to just see Albany sneakily get by Amsterdam when they'll have their guard down for a split second and pick up some more points. Bonnie Bragger takes the lead for Amsterdam. Some great work there by Better Off Red, but she is going to get recycled. A bit of a microphone in the hall too. You can hear some of the calls in the background. The full experience. Bonnie Bragger picking up points. And we have a stash happening. And that's going to be Explosive Daria. Tutu was sent off, no, told to stay on the track. That's going to be more rounds there, simply Bonnie Bragger. Bonnie Bragger biding her time a little bit. 4 blockers to contend with out in front, though. As Albany is kind of forced to go full defense there. They don't have a chance to do too much offense, but offense was attempted there. That was a nice one there by Slam Chop. I think 3 is going to be the loneliest number there again for Albany for now. We're going to move up in front. Starting off with a very stretched out pack. Whip in Red Siren. Getting some offensive help there from Party Sparkle for Amsterdam. And she's out, and we're going to go for a stash. Oh, almost dropped to the floor, the cover, and that's going to be Frizzle. And we're happy Frizzle's okay. She took herself out of a jam, had to sit at least 3 out. And now Frizzle has the star, and it's kind of like capture the flag in a reverse, though. And she is through the pack for Albany with the star on. That's good news. Albany has a chance to actually score points right now. And the whistle says otherwise, unfortunately. Jam is called off. And that could have been interesting, though. There was only 2 blockers to contend with there for Amsterdam. But, yeah, the clock said otherwise. So we're going to have to reset and start on a 3-3 start there for both teams, actually. Lead for Amsterdam is Bruce Lee. Dirty Shirley. Oh, is out of the pack, but how unfortunate is that? Picks up cutting the track penalty. And power jam then for Amsterdam. Power jam Amsterdam. We're continuing on there, 5 points on the board. 10 seconds or less left on the jammer penalty for Albany. We're gonna watch Dirty Shirley re-enter the track. And that is gonna be with a tough tripod in front of her. Dirty Shirley is out for initial pass. Jam called off, though, by Amsterdam. The game after this, we have one game that'll be at 1 o'clock if we are on time, good enough schedule, and that's going to be Roller Derby Madrid playing their second game of the day, and they'll be playing that against Royal Windsor Roller Girls, who are here as well from the UK. And yeah, Spain, UK, so kind of international, different teams from different countries. That's the skate around spirit so far this weekend. Bonnie Bragger in the lead for Amsterdam. And is out of the pack. Tough work there for Dottie Damage. Oh, just tries and gets in there on the inside. Actually, no, that's Slam Chop, if I'm not mistaken. No, it is Dottie Damage. There we go. Dottie is like, we're just going to try and find a hole through the wall, get some wonderful help exactly from Slam Chop, who's actually on the offense at that moment. And Dottie is out of the pack. Going in for a pass. No points so for Albany, unfortunately. So close. Better off red, jamming for Albany. Whipping red sign for Amsterdam. Oh, yeah. Taking all kinds of falls. Yeah, hang on, I can do this. Good defense, though, absolutely, by Albany. They've got a lot of energy to put into this game. Rock and roll going for Whippin there. Didn't quite pan out. Whippin gets through. And Better Off Red is just simply jammed up there in a wall of pink. As Albany just tries to move anything out of the way to get their jammer through. Good recycling, though, however, on Whippin Red Siren. Led by Star Striker, number 69. And it's Amsterdam going over the 400 mark in this game, so they're at 402. Something I'm sure has not happened very often on their side. And I wonder how that is going to play out for the rest of the weekend. Whippin' Red Siren continues to rack up points here for Amsterdam. On a bit of a pile up there on the floor, Striker and friends It is a slippery floor. We keep telling you that. People don't just fall. It's a fun floor, but a bit of a slippery floor. Power jam for Albany. And that is a lot of work there by Dirty Shirley, who trying to get through the star pass, but didn't quite pan out again. But it was a power jam in any case. Power jam start again for Albany. So that means expect some serious defense from Amsterdam, as we're all going to crowd the jammer line. And Albany is ready to move Amsterdam out of the way. Let's have a good look at this one. Oh, yeah, on the inside. Look at all that energy. Yeah, get on the tippy toes. That didn't quite work out for Frizzle. And unfortunately, I saw that too. Didn't come in the right way, and it picks up cutting the track penalty. So now it's going to be a power jam for Amsterdam. Whipping red siren. Just goes on the inside with no problems at all. And I can tell, like Coach says, take your time, take your time. Oh, and that was a nice move there by Cherry Pop, number 37, on Whipping Red Siren, but that's not going to change anything. Better off red goaded there by Amsterdam. A lot of Albany players there, a little bit two in the front, few in the back. Of course, by the time I've said that, it's changed already. Whipping red siren. Good recycling work there. Getting some hits there by DZ Deviant. Deviant. All these tricky names. I'm loving it. Nice new derby names for a change. Frizzle was out, but still didn't have a chance to do anything as we ran down the jam clock. 15 minutes left here in the second half of the second game of the first day of the first edition of Skate Around International Tournaments. The beginnings of a really interesting tournament here in Namur. A team that we'll see play later on, actually, against Albany at 3:30. That'll be interesting as well. Bruce Lee picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Amsterdam, no problem picking up the lead if they haven't picked it up the entire game so far. Playing against an unknown opponent. That also goes for Albany. Albany coming in here, very hard to see what kind of teams they're playing against, considering the information is very different from one side of the pond to the other. Dottie damage with the star, does get out. Has completed her initial pass. But then Bruce Lee calls off that jam. And we're gonna have to start that one up all over again. Someone just brought me some candies, some chocolate, I approve. Thank you very much. Lovely hosting here in Namur so far. Boney Bragger picks up the lead for Amsterdam. And we're going for, oh, there we go. We're going for a star pass on the Albany side of things. Picked up by Cherry Pop. Cherry Pop on the middle, trying to find a way around the chaos, get some help there from Slam Chop. Oh, but that's not gonna happen. We are all stuck there in the back. Cherry Pop tries the inside, trying to keep it into as well. And unfortunately, that was, yeah, one blocker down then for Albany, but Cherry Pop is not giving up, has the star, has not been able to get through the pack first and then put it on. Could put on the star now, but that wouldn't be too helpful. And we have Dalai Drama making Cherry Pop's life very difficult with the rest of the Amsterdam blockers. And in the meantime, Bonnie Bragger is just going around for Amsterdam, picking up quite a few points a time, 5 to be exact, lapping the jammer, or the pivot that could turn into a jammer. As we run down the jam clock there with about 22 seconds left in this jam. Everyone is on the track. Cherry Pop, we're rooting for Cherry Pop there. Is getting some help from Dizzy Devant. And that was a very tough jam. And I really wanted Cherry Pop to get through. Of course, she did as well. It didn't quite work out, but that was the college try if I ever saw it. A lot of heart is going to this game for Albany. Dirty Shirley on the line for Albany, and Whip and Red Siren, who does pick up the lead for Amsterdam. Whip and Red Siren on the outside. Moves people out of the way. Dirty Shirley is out of the pack for Albany. She's had a good second half. And that's going to be three blockers for Amsterdam on track, and only 2 for Albany. Albany picking up possibly a bit more penalties here in the second half. It's hard to see from the board. Board is pretty full of penalties on both sides. I believe 2 players at least have 5 penalties each. But yeah, I mean, you want to get all your energy in there. You're just thinking about moving things out of the way, blocks out of the way. Blocks and blockers. Bruce Lee gets through the middle, picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Actually 5 more points, already had the lead. And we have Better Off Red decided to just hold the cover instead of putting it on for now. Devious Dewi moving her out of the way too with her teammates. Good recycling by Amsterdam. And Catherine Zidebones is hanging around Better Off Red. There could be a possible star pass. And that's where it is. Through for the star pass. Nicely done by Catherine Zidebones. Put some points on the board is what we want, but just couldn't get there. Bruce Lee saw it coming, called that one off. We're going to fix the track. We have a second skin ref on the outside asking for some help there. There we go, track all fixed. Not even need to stop the game. Great work and help by Namur Roller Girls in the organization so far. That was fun. Bonnie Bragger on her tippy toes again. Took a tumble, but did pick up the lead. Avoids a big hit that was coming in there from Albany. And we've got Frizzle, number 101 for Albany, trying to get into the game. At the front of the pack at the moment, swarm of pink again in front of her. Oh, someone's going to get a penalty somewhere there. That was a bit tough there. Players piling up each other. Indeed, I could feel it, but we have to first see it. That's going to be one blocker down for Albany. Good blocking there until the last possible moment by Albany, but Amsterdam is, of course, very strong, gets through. And yeah, indeed, Frizzle is still on initial pass. Can imagine a bit of a tough state of affairs there. Jam is called off. We have 8 minutes and 32 seconds-ish left here in the second half of the Albany All Stars, playing their very first game in Europe, anywhere in Europe, against the Amsterdam Roller Derby All Stars. Team timeout, Amsterdam being requested. They might as well take a timeout and probably just to take a break. Of course, timeout used to have a discussion about things. I can tell you too, just a quick recap, a lot of information is being given, at least about the scores and the likes on Skate Around event page. I noticed they're updating it as quickly as they can, at least with the scores. Roller Derby Madrid won the first game of the day, and their first game of the day, 155 against Les Quads de Paris, who had 111 points. That was also a tight game in the beginning, but then Roller Derby Madrid ran away with it more and more, and then enough to seal the deal and take the win. And if we're going to have a ranking for Pool A, and then we will see how that ranking turns out. Pool A and Pool B, of course. Pool B, Pool A being played. The people in Pool A are going to be our Roller Derby Madrid, the Quads, and Royal Windsor Girls. And for Pool B is Amsterdam, Albany, and Namur Roller Girls. And we will eventually tell you who's playing who tomorrow. I do not know anything yet. It's too early in the game. We're back on track. Whip and Red Siren picks up the lead for Amsterdam. Coming in hot on the outside. Oh, and then slams right into some Albany. And that looked like it hurt, actually. Whippen manages to call it off. Everything is okay, but it was a hard hit. Did force a call off. Five more minutes and 20 odd seconds left here in the second half. We're going to run down this clock. Amsterdam are just going to keep playing some very good derby like they've been doing since the beginning here. Albany are going to do what they can. And again, I would love to see more points on the board for them, but then who wouldn't at this point? Frizzle is going to go have a sit down in the box for Albany. That means only 2 blockers to contend with for Amsterdam. Amsterdam now over the 500 mark. Doing it to it for Amsterdam, picks up another 5 points. Albany is doing everything in their power to get their jammer out. And that is slam chop for the initial pass, and then is going to head towards the pack, and it's going to be called off. And not even like waiting till they get even close enough to the pack, just calling it off tout court right away. A lot of discussion there on the Albany box. There's no real camera on it, I believe. Official timeout. We're going to check something in the box. Or we're going to have a look at what's going on there for a penalty box. We're going to adjust some things from the penalty box to the penalty board in the middle. I mean, we can see some black on white, but unfortunately we don't have the details. And again, stay tuned with us at 1 o'clock. This is only the second game. We've got, once this is finished, we have 4 more games to go. Game 3 of the day will be played at 1 o'clock, and that will be Madrid Roller Girls. Sorry, Madrid Roller Derby. We'll be playing the Royal Windsor Roller Girls. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure if those, I do not believe those two teams have played against each other. I haven't seen Royal Windsor play in a long time. Last time I saw them, I believe, was at Skate Odyssey in Ghent, possibly about 4 years ago. Reconnect with old friends and see more of Madrid, too, playing their second game of the day. That is Bonnie Bragger out of the pack for Amsterdam, picks up the lead. And a really tight wall with no chance of passing just yet then for number 19, that slam chop. Oh, wait, out in front, getting there, 1 more to go. And Amsterdam just gets right back in there. Good hit out there from DC Divine and friends on Bonnie Bragger. And another chip to the box there for Major Knox for Amsterdam. Going for those big hits, but sometimes going maybe a bit too far, and that will get you into trouble. It happens to the best of them. 3 against 3, though, start for Amsterdam. Actually, both teams. Yeah? Having a look at what's going on in the box. Oh, we're going to have a... I believe we have our first foul out of the game. And that's going to be Major Knox, number 1212, going to have a sit down as she was replaced by Dalai Drama for the few minutes left over here of the game. We're waiting to start back up again. We replaced the player. We're going to fix the penalty board. In a way, it's no fun. You have to replace the fouled out player, but then that means someone else has to go sit in the penalty box for them. Minor punishment. Bruce Lee out in the front, battling it out against a good wall of Albany. They know what kind of energy it takes to stop. Now they get spread out on a no pack, and that means a free ride there for Bruce Lee for Amsterdam. Dirty Shirley. Getting help from her blockers on the outside. Oh, and then inside. And just at the last bit, Petit Carnage, number 20, Amsterdam, crushes that minuscule dream there of getting through. We're seeing a little bit more offense. Last bits of energy being used by Albany. But they're not giving up. That's some solid, saw some solid hits too as well. It's just the overall game is very difficult for them. Fantastic to see though. That is a game that they're going to remember and how much work that was. We're going to see Albany play Namur as well too at 3:30. That's going to be a different kettle of fish. Possibly also a tough game. Albany trying to get up in Bruce Lee's business. Bruce Lee turns around, sees where the Albany, I was going to say jammer, but in fact, jammer with the star stash. Still jammer, though. We're running down the jam clock. That's Bonnie Bragger out in the front. Amsterdam will be taking then their first win of the day once this shindig is over. Nicely done by Bonnie Bragger on the outside. And Better Off Red is looking for some help from her team there to try and get through either with the stash again or with the star pass. Well, star pass actually not so much because the pivot's in the box. So let's get that one right. Just trying to get through. Pivot is poised to be coming back to the track for Albany. That's going to be giving Better Off Red a few more options. And there is the pass. Bonnie Bragger busy just adding to Amsterdam's final score at the moment. One blocker down for Amsterdam. Good blocking there on Bonnie Bragger there by Star Striker. Didn't have the effect that one wanted. It's a very difficult action there. Now all on Cherry Pop. And we have an unofficial final still on the board. We are going to add things up properly too as well, make sure we didn't miss anything. And that is going to be 575 for Amsterdam against 3 points, 3 very lonely points for Albany, but 3 beautifully hard-fought points